There's a huge lie society tells young men. It's something you've probably been hearing your whole life. You need to have it all figured out by a certain age. From a young age, we're taught that success is about following a well-defined path. Go to school, get good grades, go to college, get a stable job, climb the corporate ladder, and eventually, you'll be set. It sounds logical, right? But here's the catch. This mindset is a trap. It's the biggest lie that keeps most young men stuck in the same place for years. Let me give you an example. This is John. John's in his mid-20s. He followed the path everyone told him to. He went to college, got his degree in business, and landed a decent job in a corporate firm. John was doing everything right, but something wasn't clicking. He felt trapped. He was living for the weekends, working for the paycheck, and constantly felt like there was more to life than just following the rules. But John had bought into the lie that he needed to stay on the traditional path to be successful. By 30, John realized something important. He didn't feel successful. He was stuck in a routine, waiting for a promotion that never came, with little time for anything he actually enjoyed. He felt like he was chasing a dream that wasn't even his. Now, let's look at Mark. Mark didn't follow the traditional route. He didn't go to college. Instead, he spent time learning what he was passionate about: coding, entrepreneurship, and building his own business. It wasn't an easy road. There were many moments where he doubted himself, where he wasn't sure if he was doing the right thing. But Mark had one thing that John didn't: the understanding that success doesn't look the same for everyone. He knew there was no one-size-fits-all approach to life. Mark embraced that, and over time, he turned his passions into a profitable business. Mark is now living life on his own terms, working on projects he loves, and has the freedom he always wanted. So, what's the difference between John and Mark? It wasn't talent, luck, or intelligence. It was mindset. The lie society tells us is that there's a clear, predictable path to success. But that's just not true. Success isn't linear. It's not about checking off boxes on some imaginary checklist society made. Success is about being adaptable, learning, and understanding that your path will look different from everyone else's. Take James, for example. James was a good student, but he never felt truly passionate about school. He didn't know exactly what he wanted to do with his life, so he took some time off to figure things out. During that time, he worked odd jobs, started side hustles, and used his free time to learn new skills. A lot of people told him he was wasting his time. "You should be working on your career," they'd say. But James wasn't worried about following society's timeline. Instead, he was focused on building a mindset that would help him succeed long-term. James understood something important. Success comes from a mindset that focuses on growth, learning, and persistence. It doesn't come from forcing yourself into a mold that doesn't fit. Here's the truth. The traditional path that society pushes is just one way to achieve success, and it might not even be the best path for you. When you adopt the mindset that there's no perfect timeline for your life, that's when real growth happens. It's about being flexible, staying focused on your personal development, and finding what works for you, even if it doesn't look like what other people are doing. Let's talk about Tom, who had the same mindset shift. Tom spent years thinking he had to be more like everyone else. He tried to act confident. He tried to act like he had everything figured out. But deep down, Tom felt unsure. Then one day, Tom realized that true confidence doesn't come from pretending to know everything. It comes from accepting that you're always learning, always improving, and always evolving. This was the moment his mindset shifted. Instead of focusing on looking perfect on the outside, Tom started focusing on improving himself every day, no matter how small the steps. And you know what happened? Tom's life started to change. His confidence grew because he wasn't faking it anymore. His mindset was rooted in growth, not perfection. The more he focused on getting better every day, the more his life began to align with his goals. He started taking risks, making better decisions, and achieving things he hadn't even thought possible before. This is the key. Success doesn't happen when you follow someone else's script. It happens when you embrace the process of becoming a better version of yourself. It happens when you stop focusing on where you should be and start focusing on where you are and how to improve from there. The biggest lie is thinking there's only one way to succeed, that there's a fixed timeline for everyone. The truth is, success is about mindset. It's about embracing your own path, trusting that you'll grow and adapt, and giving yourself the time and space to make mistakes and learn from them. If you constantly push yourself to be better, success will come. But it won't look like what society told you it would. So next time someone tells you that you need to have everything figured out by a certain age, remember this. You don't need a set path to success. You need the right mindset. Keep growing, keep learning, and keep evolving. That's the real secret to a successful life. And if you're looking to connect with like-minded individuals who are on a similar journey of self-improvement, join my Discord community. The link's in the description below.